Oh, you caught me reading on the job. Well, I am a bookseller, so I suppose it's a bit of research, right? Well, anyway, let's talk about the past year in books. The year in books from cover to cover, the best of 2022. The Kids by Hannah Lowe had already won Poetry Book of the Year, but it went on to win the 50th and final Costa Book of the Year award last January. In February, Thomas Halliday made the previously unimaginable accessible by giving us Other Lands, an account of the Earth through some odd 500 million years. H-Mart is a Korean supermarket where shoppers can not only find great ingredients for a tteokbokki, for example, but also personal catharsis, according to Michelle Sarner in Crying in H-Mart. Douglas Stewart's difficult second novel never came, because in April, the Booker Prize-winning author gave us Young Mungo, a tender love story set in a very toxic environment where being gay was still considered to be a danger to life. Berlin by Sinclair McKay may have escaped your attention back in May, but it's a good time to remind you of this absolutely riveting blockbuster of a biography about a city and its inhabitants. How do animals truly perceive the world? Ed Young showed us in the sense-tingling An Immense World, which came out in June. Femina by Janina Ramirez puts the woe back in woman and reintroduces us to the part they played in our collective history. Winner of the 2022 Booker Prize, The Seven Moons of Mali Almeida by Shehan Karunatilaka proves that it takes more than just one lifetime to right certain wrongs. We've come to September now, and with it came the publication of the much-anticipated Babel by Rf Quang. Now, I seem to remember that a certain bookseller had it as their book of the year. October is a huge month in publishing, huge. So it feels unfair to only just pick one title, because we had Bob Mortimer's first novel, Greta Thunberg's climate book, new short stories by Alan Moore, and then there was this really idiosyncratic cookery book, which only makes you wonder, is this a cookbook, Heston? Is it? One of my personal highlights of the year is Saha by Cho Nam-ju, the author of Kim Ji-yoon, born 1982. And again, this time, she has unleashed her razor-sharp observations about a society that looks a little bit like a dystopian South Korea. And lastly, that brings us to December, where nothing much gets published, actually. Except for this really pretty slipcase edition of The Passenger with its companion novel Stella Maris, The Return of Cormac McCarthy. Thank you very much for watching Blackwell's Books of 2022. We hope to see you in the next year, 2023, where we've got a lot of new books to look forward to. But in the meantime, happy reading!